So there's been a lot of rumors regarding this piece of news right here, and I thought I'd just kind of give my thoughts on the matter. For those who don't know, there's been a lot of, again, they're all just rumors, so nothing could actually happen. Let's keep that in mind. Nothing, nothing has been confirmed. Let's get that out of the way, and until otherwise, I don't think this will actually happen. But who knows? You never know. So, the rumor is that Universal Studios Islands of Adventure, there's a lot of talk of Marvel Superhero Island going away, of being replaced with something else. Now, that has been in perpetuity for a while. That has been a thing since Marvel was bought by Disney. Here's the thing. For those who don't know, because this is still a thing that still comes up every so often. Let me explain what that was. So when Marvel got the rights, when Disney got the rights to Marvel, everyone thought that, Marvel Superhero Island is gone. But why is it still here, you may ask? Well, the reason for that is because that deal with Marvel and Universal, that deal was made long before the buyout, and in that deal, they said they could keep the rights in perpetuity. So the only one who can really change it is Universal. It's not like with the Simpsons deal where Fox could only keep the rights for Universal could renew the contract in 2020, I think 2028 if I'm not mistaken. They would renegotiate, but I don't think that's going to happen, sadly. I think we are going to lose this Springfield in the coming years because there's no way Disney and Universal are going to have that contract. So I do believe that those rumors that it's going to be a Pokemon Land are true. I do think that's gonna happen. I do think that is gonna, and I also do think, and this is gonna rip my heart too. I think we're gonna lose. I genuinely think we're gonna lose Men in Black when that expansion comes. When they tear down Springfield, we're gonna lose Men in Black Alien Attack, and I love that ride too. But that's what's gonna happen, is that they're gonna make that entire area like the Kanto region or something from Pokemon. Because I get it, Nintendo sells, and having Pokemon around would be cool. And they do love this deal with Nintendo. Universal and Nintendo are now pretty tight, so it's the most logical thing. Now, getting back to Marvel Superhero Island. Marvel Superhero Island. I love that land. I absolutely adore it. I think it's amazing. Spider-Man, the amazing Spider-Man Dark Ride, peak ride. It is a peak ride, and also the Incredible Hulk coaster. It's awesome. It's just a great roller coaster. I'm not a fan of Doctor Doom's Fearfall. That's just a heights thing with me. I did it once, and I never will do it again. I will admit the queue's pretty cool. The queue leading up to Doctor Doom's Fearfall is pretty cool. The Teacups ride they have, I forget that's there. It's right next to the Incredible Hulk coaster, and it's right there. But I'm getting off topic again. So I don't think this rumor is going to happen because I think Universal at their core, parks can be petty. Parks can be real petty when they want to be. Theme parks can be really petty, so I think, and it also keeps Marvel, Disney, from making any rides regarding X-Men, Avengers, any of those. They can't make rides. They can show characters at certain parts of the park, but they can't do it on this side of the Mississippi. So on the East Coast, Universal gets to do all the characters. That's why we have Guardians of the Galaxy at Epcot, is because that Guardians of the Galaxy wasn't a thing, and it wasn't featured at Marvel Superhero Island. So they can't do anything. They can only use characters on this side. Disney can only use this characters that haven't been seen at Marvel Superhero Island. Now that's a different story because on the West Coast they can, because Universal doesn't have any characters on that side. So yeah, I'm sure. Now the other thing is that Universal Studios is always expanding, and that's always for good thing, bad thing. We always know that's a thing. Now, would they actually tear down all of Marvel Superhero Island just to build something new? I'm not going to say no, because that's always a possibility. We all thought the Jaws ride was sacred. We all thought there are certain rides that were sacred among Universal, and they're gone. It's gone. Now, I will say that I do think the one thing that does keep this from being, like, confirmed for me right now is that they are still doing updates to Spider-Man and Hulk on those rides. They're still doing, like, legit updates on those rides. They constantly refurbish them every few years or so to keep them running, and they wouldn't do that if they were going to tear the whole damn park, the whole damn area down. That doesn't really make a lot of logical sense. Yeah. So, I don't see, I personally don't see that happening. But what if it did happen? What if the rumors were true? Well, first off, I'd be really sad because the level of like, detail and just, I know it's 90s kitsch. I'm well aware it's late 90s, early 2000s kitsch in that area. But I love it. It's vibrant. It's beautiful. There's, like, the colors pop. There's little references everywhere you go. The walk-around characters are better. Don't fight me on that. And it's just more of a more energetic area. The Marvel Superhero Island is just way more energetic of an area than the Avengers Campus. The videos I've seen of Avengers... I haven't been there, but of the videos I've seen of Avengers Campus, it's lifeless, it's dull. There's minimal effort in that entire area. There was so much minimal effort done in that area. The same can't be said with Marvel Superhero Island, where there's just vibrancy and color and energy and synergy everywhere. But let's entertain the idea for a moment. Let's just entertain the idea of what could replace Marvel Superhero Island. Yeah. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. Like, I just had a brain fart. Sorry, I had to, like, I had, like, a total derailment of my brain for a second. Anyway, yeah. So, as I was saying, let's entertain the thought of what if Marvel Superhero Island went away? Like, what could replace that? Like, let's entertain that idea of what could it be replaced by. There's a few ideas, and one that really would make me go, I would lose all faith in Universal Studios if they did this, a Fast and Furious land. I would legit, like, burn all bridges if it was, like, I would be like, I cannot trust Universal Studios anymore if they took down Marvel Superhero Island and replaced it with a Fast and Furious land, like some people have kind of You want a Fast and... Did you not see Supercharged? Have you not ridden that garbage? I know there's a roller coaster coming over at in Hollywood, but holy dog shit! No, I don't like that. No, that doesn't make any thematic sense for that area. So no, fuck that. I don't like Fast and Furious would be the least one I would want. Like, there is no goddamn way I would want a Marvel Superhero Island to be replaced by all things Fast and Furious. I don't want to be part of that family. Go fuck yourself. Now, another one, people have talked about, like, what could replace it is, and this one holds a little more water, and I would be a little okay with it. And that is a DC area. Now, I don't know how the rights would handle with Six Flags. Maybe there would become of a shared rights, or they can only use certain characters, like how, again, Universal's keeping Marvel from doing so on this side of the country. Now, yeah. What could the thing I'm talking about is, again, DC, the DC characters. Again, and it's funny because it was supposed to be a Gotham City instead of Marvel Superhero Island, but Warner Brothers turned them down on that idea. Personally, with Warner Brothers now working so closely with Universal Studios these days because of Harry Potter and a few other projects, they could revisit it and come up with a deal to make that work. There's not really a Six Flags here in Florida, so maybe it could be like, alright, we can use this DC character, but you can only use one, and it would probably be either Superman, they'd make it Metropolis, or they would make it Gotham City, which would probably be the other one. You could easily make the Spider-Man ride into a new version of a Batman 4D ride, probably make the redesign the Hulk coaster into a land for, like, into a new coaster that involves the Batplane. That'd be kind of cool. You know, things like that. Like, it's things like that that could easily that could easily make me go, all right, but Fast and Furious, guys, no. Another land I think would be really cool, if we are talking replacements. I would say another one that would be probably, I would be okay with if this got the replacement, is, and I know it doesn't match the thematic sense of Islands of Adventure because it's all supposed to be books. I would say, like, maybe if they worked with Warner Brothers to do like a MonsterVerse, like it's a Monarch Outpost, or make it like the MonsterVerse. You could tear down the Incredible Hulk coaster, make a new ride of like a dual coaster in a vein of Dueling Dragons. You could do a new ride going to Hollow Earth. I expanded on this idea when talking about like what I'd like to see for expansions for Epic Universe, but maybe you could bring that idea to Islands of Adventure. Yeah. For others, I think it would be kind of cool if, well, really, like, there's nothing really you could do outside of those ideas. There are a few other lands, but I think they want to, like, I know I've said a few times with Warner Brothers, but I do think if they are going to expand, it would be with their own IP, or maybe with Nintendo. That's the other thing, is that I do believe that at some point we're going to get rid of Lost Continent. Just sidebar. We are going to get rid of Lost Continent, and it's going to be replaced with Legend of Zelda at some point, which sucks because I really like that area. It's very quaint. Or they could just tear down Marvel Superhero Island and do a whole land of Legend of Zelda. Again, it doesn't theme with the books, but Nintendo's the expansion. Or you could do maybe Metroid. That'd be cool, like maybe a Metroid land, if you want to bring that IP out. That'd be kind of cool. Make a Metroid coaster or a dark ride, have Ridley, like a giant Ridley animatronic in the ride. Yeah, there you go. Go nuts. Anyway, so those are just a few ideas. Again, I don't believe that we are getting. I have no belief whatsoever that Marvel Superhero Island's going away anytime soon. But again, it could still happen. That's the other thing you have to really, like, take into account, is that this could actually still happen. Do I think it'll happen? No. Do I think it will happen? No. Do I think it, on the other hand, that I'm not, but I'm not naive, is what I'm saying, is that Universal Studios has time and time again proven that in order to make way for something better, the only time they really failed on the better thing was tearing down the Beetlejuice show for Supercharged. That was a kneecapper one. Even getting rid of Jaws and replacing it with Diagon Alley, I would say, even as not a Harry Potter fan, I think was a good idea. But Supercharged is a stain on your record there, Universal. And for God's sakes, if it's gonna be anything, don't let it be Fast and Furious. For God, no! God, no! Anyway. Yeah. So you guys tell me in the comments below, do you guys think that Marvel Superhero Island is going to go away, or not? And if so, what island, if you do think it is, what new land would you like to replace Marvel Superhero Island? Just comment below, let me know. Other than that, hope you all enjoyed this. I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time in the Multiverse.